Hello, everybody. What you're about to hear is an interview that I had just about an hour ago with David Silverstein, the news director for Fox News 43, that's Central Pennsylvania. I contacted him after I had an experience with a link of theirs and their Facebook page where I had gone to fox43.com slash 2012 slash 12 slash 14 slash second hyphen Connecticut hyphen school hyphen shooter hyphen suspect hyphen in hyphen custody. I was at that link. I urge you to look it up. It says, "We are sorry, we cannot find what you're looking for. Would you like to look for something else?" Initially, I was able to actually see the story, and the story was pretty small. It was posted by one of their people called Matt Bushy. He's the admin of the Facebook page. And his statement read, "CBS News reports that a potential second shooter is in custody and that SWAT is now investigating the home of the suspect. Miller reports that authorities have gone into a home connected with the individual in custody after seeing what appeared to be a body inside." Now, what's interesting is that if you go to that link and then you try to put it into a Facebook update, the actual link still comes up with the picture and the header. As of right now, that is. I don't know how much longer that will be the case. It may be because I have cookies on this computer. That being said, we are going to get into this right now.
This is happening, yes.
Correct. Okay. So came across the link, shared it with a number of people, and then went back to find the link. Is now, "Sorry, we can't find what you're looking for. Would you like to look for something else?" And no, I don't want to look for anything else. Want to look at that link again. And so I went to the Facebook page and I posted the link and I said, "Why has this been deleted?" And somebody responded and said, "Because it was determined to be non-factual," and then said it was because CBS reported it, and then they proceeded to ban me for asking these questions from the page, and I'm no longer allowed to comment. Any comment on that?
What I know what happened was when this story was breaking on Friday, we were trying to make sure that we had as much information as possible that we were putting out on our web. And, as the case when stories are fluid like that, sometimes there's information that comes out. And so we pull it back just to make sure, because it had come out from different resources. So, but I'm not following here. So I guess you wanted to send that link out again?
Well, here's the thing, is that first off, if it's being published and then it's being deleted, that's obviously deserves more investigation, I think. Just as, an educated individual, I think that deserves more attention. But that's beside the point. What's interesting to me here is that the report definitively says that the police have somebody else in custody, and that there's a body. I don't know if you have a computer, but can you pull this story up? Is there a way we could talk about it? I mean, I feel like this is incredibly important.
I don't have access to it right now.
Okay,
no.
That's fine. In the story, just to briefly detail, it does say that there is a second shooter that is in custody and that the SWAT team had been sent to his house and that there was a body inside. Now, that was published on your site, and the source, like what I would like to determine, if I have no ill will for being banned from Facebook. That's not my issue here. My issue is that I would like the source information on where it initially came from and why exactly. And I believe you guys as journalists should ask these questions as well. Why is the story changing? Why is it no longer of concern? And do you not see exactly what's going on here? I mean, I feel like maybe you might be coming to do some of the same conclusions. I feel a lot of people are right now, and it's just important to ask these questions.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. What conclusions are that?
Well, the conclusion here is that I can't come to one because at one moment I see a story that says that they have a second suspect in custody and that the SWAT is at his house. And then at the next moment, that link is no longer. So I now have, dozens and dozens of people online that saw the original story and now do not see the link. So this is quickly becoming something. I don't know what it is, but it's becoming something. So it's very important that we communicate here and really understand exactly what's going on, because this is very important information. And there are a number of sources, as I'm sure you're receiving, that also point to a second shooter theory for this story. So this is very critical that we analyze this very, very responsibly. Would you not agree?
I think that again, what happens is as stories break, especially something as big as what happened on Friday in Connecticut, as these stories break, sometimes information gets out there and then has to be retracted, and a number of things play into that.
Right. I mean, that's
essentially what we
for sure.
That's essentially that part of the story.
I can understand how there's some chaos. I can understand that. There's some other questions.
It's a very fluid time, so that's really where we are with that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It really doesn't make sense at all to report a second. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. In fact, if you really look at all the multiple sources and you line up all the information, there's even a live scanner feed from the event where two shadows are passing a gym. I mean, I don't know if you've heard this, but I can provide you with the information. I don't know if you want it, but there is a scanner feed, and there are two shadows running past a gym reported by a teacher. They then put it on the scanner, and then there are multiple people running off and running. So I'm sure you've heard the story of Manfredonia, Christopher Manfredonia.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, that's the father of the six-year-old who, quote unquote, if you look for the New York Times article, quote unquote, was there to help build a gingerbread house and was caught on the scene and detained. There's other reports of the camouflage and black vested, black shirted gentleman that was in cuffs coming out of the woods. These are two separate detentions that I'm seeing reports of. And I'm just trying to get down to it. Because here once again, it comes to this: why would CBS and Fox report something? Why would the state police release information that then becomes incorrect? It's just almost too much to bear.
What's your name again?
My name is Chris Phillips, sir.
Okay. Do you have a phone number, Chris?
Yes, sir.
The number has been deleted for discretion purposes.
Out and follow up, and we'll go from there, okay?
Thank you so much for your time, and any answers you can provide me would be greatly appreciated. You have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you can clearly hear from his statement, at no point does he agree that we should treat the information responsibly, and parlays actually responding to the nature of my questions to a later time. So I will be updating everyone as to his response, if there is one. I will be following up with Fox News 43 and other news outlet sources on this issue. I find this to be incredibly critical at a very critical time. So stay tuned. There will be more to come.